Today I'll share the recipe of an instant sweet that can be literally made in 5 minutes with very few ingredients that are readily available in our home. We'll be making instant milk peda or shahi peda, and you can see in my video how beautiful these beauties are looking, and the texture is just perfect. A perfect peda should have texture and should have a nice body, and so it should be smooth from inside, and had it been not nicely cooked it should be chewy. So it's not like that, it's perfectly done, and you can see how beautiful it has turned out, and who would believe we can make these awesome beauties in just 5 to 6 minutes. It's very tasty, very flavorful, and yet very easy to make. So this recipe calls for a try. Do try and let me know your feedback. Hey guys, I'm Subhankari and I welcome you all to my channel Su's Food Corner. I hope you all are doing great in your lives, and if you are new to this page, do subscribe to my page and do not forget to tap the bell button. And thank you all for loving my channel so much and liking my videos so much. So let's begin with this recipe. Here I have taken a heavy bottom pan, and to it I'll add 2 tablespoons of melted clarified butter or ghee. I have not switched on the flame till now. I am doing this whole process on my countertop. So here goes 2 tablespoons of melted clarified butter and 1/4 cup of milk, around 55 ml, and 1 tablespoon more I would need. I'll tell you when. So I just need to mix these 2 ingredients now, the clarified butter or ghee and the milk. Milk is in room temperature. I had boiled it and then it's in room temperature. So give it a nice mix, and then have your milk powder. It's better if you take the skimmed milk powder, whole milk powder, around 1 cup, it's around 120 grams. And I need to add this milk powder to my mixture of milk and clarified butter in 2 to 3 batches. So there I have added first, and then I'll add the second time. We just need to mix it roughly, don't need a very smooth fine mixture at this time. So here I am mixing it. And as I said, we are making instant peda. It's a very classical Indian sweet. Traditionally it's made from evaporating milk, but as we are making the instant version, you can add any flavoring. I have added here half teaspoon of rose water. If you are using essence, you need to add 1 drop of essence. And as I said, we need to add 1 tablespoon of milk more. So this goes at this stage, and see the mixture is slightly loose, it's not very thick. So it's perfect. Now I need to place my fry pan on low medium flame, and then I have added 1 pinch of cardamom powder, and I'll start mixing. The flame is on low medium, it's very important. We need to do this whole process on low medium flame. So gradually the mixture will start to loosen. In this way you can see it has become soft, and after just 1 minute or so I am adding 1 tablespoon of sugar. Just 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar goes in, and that is required. If you will add more sugar, the mixture will change consistency. So 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar goes in, and then I'll mix it again on medium flame, and gradually you will see the sugar will start to melt and a nice shine will appear. You can see the mixture has gained a nice shine, and we need to just cook for 1 minute more. Total cooking time is just 4 to 5 minutes maximum. We don't need to overcook it, otherwise it will become candied, a fudge a texture. We don't want that. We want a soft and mushy peda. So now you can see my mixture has started to leave the pan. So this is a signal that it started to cook. And now, as because the lower part has started to cook, we need to mix the heat properly. So use a spatula in this way, just fold it and cut it in this way, so that the heat is evenly distributed in the mixture. In this way, see how I am doing. It's very important. This helps to make a very smooth mixture. So after just flipping and mixing it for 1 minute more, my mixture will be ready. You can see the consistency. Now it's almost non-sticky. So as I said, it would just take 5 minutes maximum, and this mixture is perfectly non-sticky. You can see my spatula is clear, and as one more signal to know if it is perfectly done or not, you can take a small bit from the dough and it will start to assimilate. I mean, you can literally roll it to a ball. So this result will appear if you have added all the ingredients in proper quantity and cooked to perfection, that is just for 5 to 6 minutes max on low medium flame. So this is perfect according to me, and let it cool down for just 3 to 4 minutes. Then I have taken a platform here, actually a chopping board, and I have placed a cling film. You can always do aluminum foil, and I have greased it with 1 to 2 drops of ghee or clarified butter, and then I will add the mixture. See how the mixture has changed the texture. So just wait till you can touch it, because it's literally warm now. I mean, not warm, it's literally hot now, but I'm used to it. If you are not used to it, you can wait for 5 to 6 minutes till it has cooled down a bit, but then you need to knead it nicely for 1 to 2 minutes, so that it forms a nice smooth dough ball. If you are not used to it and you are feeling it still warm, you can use a spatula or you can use a steel spoon to roll it. The result should be nice. It should be a smooth, round and finished dough ball, and I will show you the consistency, I will show you the texture and the sign. See how beautiful it has come up after kneading for 1 minute or so. We don't need to knead it for more time, just we need to knead it slightly. And then I have taken a rolling pin, applied some ghee on the rolling pin, and cookie cutter I have taken. I have also applied some ghee on the sides of the cookie cutter. It's perfect for me actually. If you want larger peda, you can take a larger cookie cutter and then again roll it and give it a log shape or a cylindrical shape in this way. And then we need to roll it, but not the traditional way of rolling. You can see how nicely it has a finished look. So what I'll do now, I'll take a roller pin, a little thin one, and start pressing it in this way. I don't need to press it in continuously one direction, otherwise one portion will be thin, the other will be thick. So just in this way, tap the dough so that it increases in length, and then just press it in this way so that it slightly flattens. And then I need to move the chopping board. I don't need to move the mixture, I literally move the chopping board or on any platform you are making this, and then slightly flatten it. The thickness should be this much, not more, not thin, because we need a medium size, medium thickness peda. And then I will use the cookie cutter to cut out the pedas. So this is the result time actually. If the dough is perfect, this comes out clear from this cookie cutter. Slightly apply pressure on the sides, very gently apply pressure, and this would literally slip out. See how smoothly my peda has come out of the cookie cutter. Had it been not nicely cooked, the mixture or any problem with the ingredients, then this would have stuck in the cookie cutter. So mine is perfect, and you can see it has a beautiful finish and it's clean. The cookie cutter is actually clean, so it's perfect. In the same ways, we'll cut out the pedas, and as I said, you can use a larger cookie cutter or you can use make pedas of your choice. So see, the second one also comes out clean, it's perfect. So in this way, I'll cut out all the pedas, and the remaining dough I'll again knead it and I'll roll out and make all the pedas, similar to making cookies. So it depends upon you. And to give it a nice look, I have some saffron here soaked in 2 to 3 drops of water, so that gives a nice look. You can also use organic food color, yellow color, it depends completely upon your creativity. So I'll add little on every pedas just to give that shahi or festive season look. And here I have silver leaves, it's 100% eatable silver leaves, gives that rich shahi look. So there goes a little bit of silver leaves on all my pedas. You can use any dry fruits. I have literally used dry fruits. I have used pistachios to give it more nice look, and you can use cashews, almonds, it depends upon your choice. And I have flavored it with rose water and cardamom powder, so that itself gives a very nice look. And I have served it now in beautiful platter, and see how beautiful and gorgeous my pedas look. It's just beautiful. The color is so nice and the texture is so nice. The main important factor here is that our peda should be perfect in consistency. That means the texture should be nice from inside, and I'll just show you that. See, it's perfectly done, smooth, and I can literally break into as much pieces as I want. It has a perfect granular texture. That's a peda texture. I mean, it's not chewy in this way. Had it been chewy, I could have pulled it apart. So it's done here. So for this awesome pedas with this beautiful texture, I have shared many tips and tricks. You can see these pedas are just awesome, and the amount I have told, I had made around 17-18 pedas of medium size. Very few tips and tricks I have shared which are very important to make a nice peda, not a chewy or candied peda. So I hope you have liked my video. Do give a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe to my page and press the bell button. See you in next video. Till then, stay safe, love life and happy fooding.